To me, the business is so much easier than it was back when I started 31 years ago. The city is so much more positive. People are smiling on the street. You know, we called it Philadelphia growing up. These last 20-some years, it started to change, and these last 18 years, has been, when I was an agent in the 80s and 90s, the mainline agents would say, "Oh, you work in Center City?" By the 2000s, it's like, "Oh, we might move in Center City." Millennials, when I was 22, I moved to town in 82. My friends thought I was crazy. You know, now, millennials are our biggest marketplace. So people are happy on the streets. People are smiling. I think we're finally becoming a world-class city. The neighborhoods are expanding. So for years, I just saw it was stagnation. I got in the mid-80s, about 86. Interest rates weren't that bad. They were 12, 11.5%, which really translates, if you're buying a $100,000 house at 10%, that's $1,000 a month. At 4%, it's $400 a month. There's a big difference. 1988, I did 90 transactions without an assistant. I probably worked 14, 16 hours a day. It was like $3.5 million in business. Sometimes I do that in one day today. But between then the internet was going to close us down. It was the greatest thing in the world. Instead of showing 30 or 40 properties, we show 5 or 8 or something. The sharing of information, the cooperation among the real estate community. So to me, it is so. I see people coming into the business and really their success so much faster than my early years in the business. And in the 80s, it was booming, and then the RTC, I remember, was unbelievable. The tax laws changed and the market collapsed. 89 to 91, it collapsed and it stayed down till probably about 97. And it was much worse than 08 for me on the street. You know, I'd say 3 out of 4 of my sellers were losing 20, 30, 40%. The market was horrible. You could have bought any house in Society Hill in the early 90s under $250. You know, now you can't buy a shell in East Passyunk Square for $250. You know, it's just crazy. But, so the business is easier as a real estate person. The financing, the title, like to me, everything's easier and faster, so much easier. As far as what he was saying, also, you know, I learned early on just to try to, I'm old school and new school, so, you know, I have my old school traditions and habits that I formulated for years, but also to try to stay up on all the new, different ways of doing business. So I think we're going to continue to just maybe not have crazy appreciation like we had last year, but I think this is the beginning of us becoming a real world-class city. I see that on the street every day.
Oh, that's comforting. Thank you so much. So you're saying it's easier now, so anybody who is in this business now should stop complaining.
Without question. Alan, is it easier now?